Korea's potential economic growth rate falls to 2%. Demographic shift could push expansion rate to 0% range, expert. Korea's potential growth rate is projected to remain at 2% for 2 consecutive years, down 0.4 percentage point compared to 3 years ago, according to data released Sunday. According to data submitted by the Finance Ministry to the National Assembly, the OECD forecast Korea's potential growth rate to remain at 2% for 2024. This figure was 2.4% in both 2020 and 2021, decreased to 2.3% in 2022, and then fell to 2% last year, where it could to stand this year. The potential growth rate refers to the pace of increase in gross domestic product, GDP, the highest level of output a country can achieve by fully utilizing its labor, capital, and resources without triggering inflation. It is generally observed that countries with higher income levels tend to experience slower growth. Despite the downward trend, Korea's economic growth remains higher than that of any G7 country except the U.S., which stands at 2.1%. However, other major economies are experiencing upward trajectories, indicating that Korea's growth could decline significantly in the near future without decisive policy intervention. For example, the U.S. had overtook Korea for 2 consecutive years, starting in 2023, driven by an influx of foreign talent and advancement in its IT industry. Its potential growth rate increased from 1.2% in 2020 and 2021 to 2% in 2022 and 2.1% last year. Other major advanced economies also reported increase. The UK's potential growth rate rose from 0.9% in 2020 to 1.2% last year, stabilizing at 1.1% this year. Similarly, Germany's rate increased from 0.7% in 2020 to 0.8% this year. Multiple forecasts suggested that Korea's potential growth rate could even fall into the 0% range by the 2040s. This gradual decline reflects shrinking growth potential, primarily driven by a slowdown in labor and capital input expansion, the NABO wrote.